we had one of our ward mission leaders, because we covered two wards. The ward that covered where this lady lived, that ward mission leader, he told us in no uncertain terms to quit wasting our time, that, missionaries have been through there. She's just not interested. It's not, you're spending all this time over there. Like, nothing is going to come of this. And, being a true Southerner, I dug in my heels and we kept going over there. And, we're just, again, just visiting them on a regular basis. And we'd gotten through all of the 1 through 6 discussions. And at that point, we were just trying to keep reading scriptures with her. And we were reading, I can't remember exactly. I'd have to go back and consult my journal or something, but it was one of the Nephis we were reading. And I had this impression after we finished to ask her to be baptized. And it was one of those moments where you're like, I don't think that's right. You just like, is that the Spirit talking to me, or am I just like, going off on a tangent here? But I just felt it really strongly. And I looked over at my companion, and he had that look in his eye, like he was feeling it too. I was like, all right, we're going to do this. And so, I just laid it on the table for her and said, hey, will you follow the example of Jesus Christ by being baptized? And she sat there for a second, kind of stunned by it, because we'd been through all this before. And she just was like, yeah, I will. And we're just like, yeah, you get so excited. But anyway, yeah, so she got baptized, and, it wasn't for me getting to rub it in that mission leader's face, but that was a nice little side effect of that. But yeah, that is one that has always stuck with me, that experience of, don't give up on anybody, and we don't know anyone's heart. We don't know when they're going to be ready. We just got to be there. Anyway.
I mean, look, I should have warned you. There's going to probably be tears on the show. For all the listeners, there will be tears on the show. You're making me think of a lot of different scenarios too. If I remember correctly, I don't remember if I told you this. I know I wrote it down in many places, but one of my policies, if you will, was I make them say no, make them tell me to leave them alone. Like, I wouldn't let anybody off the hook. If they said, I'm interested, I'd like to learn. I'm like, great. Well, you just committed yourself to about, the next 365 days of me knocking on your door until you answer it and say, yes, I'll learn, or no, leave me alone, one or the other. I make them say no. I don't just drop them. And I used to do that all the time. Do you remember the story of, I don't know if you're with me, Audra Arias? Remember her, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Pete and all of them.
Yes. Yeah. So do you remember, I don't know if I had you before, but do you remember the story of that? How we got to them? Do you remember? No,
yeah,
you weren't with me yet.
Yeah, I wasn't there yet, but you did tell me the story, and I definitely learned this, like, stay after it from you.